Good day, everyone. We are here in our lesson 5, which is the light side of the internet. So, we have here the internet and the interpersonal communication. So, our objective for this discussion is to understand the relationship between the internet and interpersonal communication. Another one is to compare the advantage and disadvantages of internet and developing the interpersonal communication, and also describe how internet is related to civic engagement and identify the importance of having a network. So we have here interpersonal communication. So interpersonal communication is the communication that take place between or among two or more people. So um it is you are having a face-to-face communication here. So this type of communication is not just about putting words and speaking. Rather, it requires the proper facial expression and other elements such as gesture and body language that adds up to the expression of the message. So here in interpersonal communication, you are um you are having a face-to-face conversation, of course, with facial expression and body gesture so that your your kanabitong kaistorya is mas ma appreciate niya ang sulod sa inyong communication or unsa inyong communication so that you can easily convey message to your um receiver. Okay? So we also have here elements of interpersonal communication. So number one, the communicators. So communicators, it is persist of sender, the one who are giving or initiating communication, and of course, we also have here the receiver or the one that is receiving the message. And then we also message. Another one is the barrier or what we call noise. And we also have here feedbacks. Feedback pertains to the responses of the receiver to the message that is sent to his or him by the sender, and the context, and of course the channel. So the communicators or the sender and receiver. So these include two or more people no communicating with each other. So the sender is the responsible in sending the message, which is considered the source, while the receiver is the individual who decodes the meaning that has been sent. So si sender, siya ang source sa message. Siya ang magpadala og message, and then ang receiver siya ang mudawat sa message nga giingon ni sender. So receiver, this is the individual who decode the message that has been sent to his or him by the senders. So we have two types of communicators. Number one is ang sender, and of course number two is ang receiver. So when we talk about the message, this is the main content of the communication. So enabling the two or more parties to get involved and share something with each other. So si message, this is the content. Kung unsa ang imuhang gusto ipaabot sa imuhang receiver, mo na siya ginaingon nga message. Kung sa imuhang ginaingon, imong ginaistorya, that is the message. So your topic, your content, okay? So another one is the barriers, or we can say noise. So these are the factors which can be internal or external that hinder the transmission of messages from the sender and the receiver. So this can result to ineffective communication, causing problem and conveying the right message. So just like for example, um when we have our conversation and then the surrounding is very noisy, then it can cause communication as an effective one. 'Di ba? We cannot convey the true essence of our message to our sender. It is because our surrounding is very noisy, or ano kaayo no, what do you call this one, kanang saba kay sa nga tanan. Another one, it could be barriers no, ang for example ang signal. 'Di ba? When you send message or kana bitawng ano kanang something that is gusto nimo i-send sa imuhang receiver, and then pwede siya mahimong barrier pod ang signal. And of course, naapoy isa nga mahimong barrier din ha is ang the way how you communicate your message. So there are times that we should have a proper gesture, of course, kay it could be misinterpreted by our receiver ang atuang gina-convey nga message. So that is one of example of the barriers aside from noise. So we also have here the feedback or the response. Okay? So when we talk about feedback, it is an element of communication which entails the response of the receiver toward the message conveyed by the sender. So it shows the understanding of the receiver to the message he decoded or processed. Okay? So when you communicate, when the sender communicate and then the receiver receive that message, and then he or she will decode that one. Then when he or she send back message to you, that is what we call response. Okay? Another one is the context. So it is a type of environment where the communicators are and while communicating each other. Okay? So the setting or the mode of the place can affect the way of communication, and every communicator should consider this in any way possible. So context, it is the setting kung asa mo banda nag-istoryahanay. Okay, it talks about the place, kung convenient ba ang isa ka place, ang isa ka lugar or dili. Just like for example, nagstoryahanay mo sa kanang Saba jud kaayo nga lugar, so naatay ginatawag nga barrier no, which is ang Saba. And then katong place na dito mo na happen, dito nahitabo ang communication, is that what we call context. Okay? Basta it talks about the environment where the communication happen. That is the context. So we also have here the channel. So this pertains to the physical object used in conveying the messages. So for example, in a call, which involve two persons, the communication take place with the use of phone, which limit the channel to the speech alone. Okay? Kung gamit ang cellphone, tawag, or tawag. So, ang ano din ha, ang ato ang channel din ha is ang cellphone. Kung unsa nga ato ang gigamit to communicate other person. Okay, for example, another example is ang letter. So, kung magpadala tag letter, so ang ato ang gigamit nga channel is ang katong letter or ang telegram. So, ingon ana siya, no? So, that is what we call channel. Everything that is a physical object that can convey messages, or we use as a tool to convey or to deliver our message to our receiver, so that what we call channel. So how do internet influence our way of communication? So in today's society, we are very fond of using social media such as the Facebook, of course, Twitter, and even emails, which we are being used in different fields such as in work and in business. 'Di ba? When we talk about business, we can do online. We already have now online shopping, and also we can also promote our product via online, via use of Facebook, Twitter, and etc. So different form of social media can be utilized to promote our product. So that is how internet influence our way of communication. And of course, in this, we can clearly see the influence of internet in our daily lives. particularly and communication, which is very vital in a community. Because if we're going to compare previous generation from our present generation when it comes to communication, so we can see the difference, 'di ba? Just like before, communication take place kana bitang in a long run. Kumbaga pa, you need to go to somewhere kung gusto nimo ma-communicate ang isa ka tao. But then now, by the glimpse of your fingers, communication is very ano no, what we call this one, faster than usual. So pwede na ka maka-video call anytime anywhere, maka-send og messages. You can also contact your loved ones through the use of cell phone or sa pamandinhaa, 'di ba? In the glimpse of your fingers. So with the help of internet and innovation integrated with technology, of course, people have greater ability of being connected with each other regardless of time and distance. So that is how internet influence our way of communication. So we also have here the six differences of internet over interpersonal communication. So, let me emphasize, no, ang interpersonal communication is ang katong face-to-face communication, face-to-face delivery of communication. Nagkita jud mo. But then, because of innovation, because of the internet, pwede na no nga maka-communicate ta sa other person regardless of the distance. Pwede na ta maka-communicate sa iyaha by the use of internet and innovation. So we have here the six differences. Unsa may diferensya ni internet over sa interpersonal communication. So number one, the information provided in the internet is more of a written than to an interpersonal communication. So we're talking here about chats. 'Di ba sa chat, there are possibilities that the one who received the message uh, can misinterpret, 'di ba? Ma-misinterpret niya ang message nga gusto i-convey sa iyang sender. So naingon ana. Number two, the communication over the internet is considered undirected since there are lapses and transferring the data or the messages. So this can result to load of information that can mislead the communicator about the topic. So unlike to face-to-face communication that is more directive and the speaker can always take a pause or review the information given whenever needed, 'di ba? So ang communication sa internet, syempre there are instances that naadyo mga lapses even though naka 5G na ta dinhi. So one way is ang slow sa internet connection nato, no, mahimo siyang slow. So when you watch something that is kana bitawng naka-live, there are tendency nga mag-loading o sa high mo na mao na siya ang ato ang mga barriers. So the message nga gusto i-convey sa speaker dili nato siya ma-receive nga kuan kada bitang fully 100% ka ma-receive na to nga tama. So there are instances nga ma-mislead ta for the information nga gusto niya i-convey. So unlike sa face-to-face communication, kung naadyo ka dito actual sa iyahang pag-deliver sa speech, makita nimo actual gyud ang iyahang mga gesture, ang iyahang mga pause or something kung unsa. So the gesture man good is one way of helping us to decode the exact ano no kana bitawng gusto ipaabot sa ato ang receiver ay sa ato ang sender sa ato gusto ipaabot niya nga mensahe. So ang ang makatabang manggod is dakong tabang ang mga facial expression, mga gesture, mga hand gesture or something else. So makatabang na siya to convey the message para ma-convey sa atoa or 100% mag-grasp nato ang message nga gusto ipaabot sa communicator or sa ato ang sender. So mauna siya no, maunay kalahian nila. Another one is ang messages in the internet are often anonymous as it covers a wide range of platform resulting to a more diverse type of people involved in the conversation. While in an interpersonal communication, communicators are personally talking to each other, the chance to observe other expression aside from how the speaker speaks. 'Di ba? So, sa internet, kapag dira na agi ang message na sa internet, so there are tendency that we don't know the who talks about it. It could be anonymous, walay pangalan, 'di ba? Kaysa dira sa mga pages, sa mga Facebook account. So, pwede man ta maka-fake account din haa. So, dili ta maka-sure kung si tinuod ba gyud to, sure ba gyud nga si Karen Dabi lang nag-istorya ato. What if gi-AI lang to iyang tingog, 'di ba? Dili ta maka-sure. Unlike kanang we have that interpersonal communication nga naa jud ka dito actual, makabalod jud ka kung siya ba jud mismo ang niistorya or iya ba jud to gikan nga mga statement kay nakuha 'di ba sa Facebook karon no, although makita na nato ang mga video pero dili gyapon ta maka-sure if tinuod ba gyud nga that certain person talk that way, 'di ba? Or that certain person deliver that message kay since the innovation is getting more kana bitawng high, 'di ba? Pwede naman nato i-AI na dira niya edit ra din ha unya magmukha nga siya ang nag-istorya which is dili di ay. So mauna siya ang differences sa internet over interpersonal communication. And then number four, internet composed of interconnected network. It captures wide range of audiences. So mao po ni siya iyahang positive side sa internet is that uh, internet can capture wide range of audience. So around the world, pwede siya mag-connect. Unlike sa interpersonal communication, which is kung naa ka dinha, sila nga wala dinha, dili sila makakita sa ingon ana. Mao po ng advantage ni internet. And then communication over the internet reduce social presence since it take place in a virtual world, 'di ba? The personal communication itself takes its advantage in creating a stronger relationship among communicators. So lahi ra jud kapag personal kay it bonds your relationship. Pero kapag the communication is virtual or the communication is over the internet, so we don't have any relationship at all. So walay bond. Unlike sa katong face-to-face mo nga magka-istorya, 'di ba? So there are connections. And then lastly is that convenience in time, in terms of time, is more useful when it comes in using the internet compared to the personal conversation that needs consideration to other factor. Example, place and proper timing. So mas convenience daw when the communication when we use communication over the internet because bisan pag naamo sa CR, naamo sa palengke, naamo sa inyong balay, naghigda mo, or parehas ingon ani karon ato ang ginabuhat no. We have online class, we also have asynchronous, synchronous meetings. So by the use of internet, it is very convenient. Kaya di ba pwede naman yung madunggan ng ako ang explanation over your headphone. Pwede mo matulog-tulog, wala ka paminaw sa kuha. And mao na iyahang advantage compare sa personal communication because in interpersonal communication, we need place, we need proper timing. So just like for example, ka na mag face-to-face ta, so we need time, exact time nga dira ta mag face-to-face. So tanan jud mo obligado nga mo adto, ako obligado pud ko nga mo biyahe mo adto, so ingon ana. So naa siya mga factors to consider. Mas daghan ang factors to consider when it comes to interpersonal communication unlike the internet communication. So that is the positive and the negative sides and the differences between the internet over interpersonal communication. So moving forward, we have here networking and community. So what is network? So network is described as a group of devices that has the capability to connect with each other and to be able to send information. So such devices include smartphones, laptop, computer, etc. So isa lang imuhang gadget, pasabot ani, isa lang imuhang gadget, daghan na ang imuhang makonect with. So just like for example, di ba, with GC, isa ka send, tanan, daghan na ang makakita. So that is network. Daghan ang imuhang masendan sa isa lang ka-send nimo. So sa una na aman to yung mga unli text, unli group chat unsa pa man dira. So that is what we call network. Network of friends, the Facebook, sa imong isa ka account, di ba daghan kag ma-add, something na that is networking. So we also have here community technology centers or CTC. So what is CTC? These are types of facility needed by different organization such as the non-profit organization or katong mga NGO with a strong assistance from the local and national government. So it aims to help people without capability to have access and cannot afford to have computer or technology device. So CTC na naani siya dinhi ano parehas atong COVID nag ano ang COVID-19. So most of the education switch to blended learning. So for example no ang DepEd they provide laptops for the student nga katong mga in need gyud nga mga students. They also provide cell phone and other devices of course. So mga teacher gipantagaan po nila og laptop. So that is the product of CTC or the Community Technology Centers. So we also have here the social capital. Social capital are the factors that are present in the community or society. It is also the network of values that focuses on maintaining a social relation which can lead to reaching the organization goal. So it is defined as a factor associated with social groups which include tangible and non-tangible resources. So si social capital, um, it is the network of values no that focuses on maintaining a social relation which can lead to reaching the organization goal. So sa social capital, when we talk about social, it is we kana bitong social mga tao ni siya no kaning mga tao nga partly they are being part of that ano for example na sila yung mga organization or what we call NGOs, di ba? Non-government organization. So they are the one who provide the tangible kanang mga kana bitong mga for example mga goods, services kanang mga ingon ana and non-tangible resources. For example, ilahang mga time. Syempre no kung mo magserbisyo ta sa taong bayan ihatag man jud na nato ang ato ang oras, ato ang panahon. So that is what we call the non-tangible resources. So we also have here one side of social capital. So we have here bonds. So this is the link between people sharing the same culture and ethnicity. So example, loved ones and friends. So sa band, we also have here bridges focusing on more varied relationship compared to bonds which is beyond its scope. So example, ani is ang mga associates or mga kaila nimo. So mao ni siya ang one side of capital ha. When we talk about band, ang pasabot sa band is ang katong mga tao na same sa imuhang culture. For example, imuhang papa, imuhang mama, imuhang mga igsuon, imuhang mga higala, nagpuyo ra mo sa isa ka community or isa ka barangay, mao nay imuhang bands. Mao nay tawag nga band nimo. Pag moingon og bridges, mao ni siya tong mga tao nga dili jud nimo siya kilala sukad sa inyong pagkabata, nagkaila lang mo just like for example sa imuhang mga classmates, mao na siya no dili man mo parehas og barangay and then there are tendency that dili pud mo parehas og ethnicity. So nagkaila ra mo dira sa classroom, mga nakaila lang nimo sa gawas, that is what we called associates. Okay? And then we also have here the linkages. So si linkages related to people that are considered in the higher level or the lower level of hierarchical structure of the society. Si linkages katuning imuhang mga connection. Ginatawag nato siya nga connection no. For example, kaila nimo si mayor and then si mayor kaila niya si congressman gi-refer niya kadito. So that is what we called linkages. Okay? So, iulito na ko ang difference nilang tulo. Mao ni siya ang side ni social capital. Okay? Mao ni siya, no? Okay, when we talk about social capital, kay kita man na as a person. Okay, so we have here the side of social capital, we have the bond, the bridges, and the linkages. So when we talk about bonds, ang imuhang family, immediate family, loved ones, friends, isa-isa ninyo ka barangay that you shared same culture and ethnicity nga mga kailan nimo didto sa sulod sa imuhang panimalay sa kapitbahay baka nimo mga kababata, that is what we call bond. And then, ang bridges is ang inyuhang mga associate. Kato ng mga tao, nga mga nakailan ninyo, nga, for example, nag-eskwela mo sa Layon, eskwela mo sa Davao, na may mga classmate dito, so mauni siya ang ginatawag ninyo nga bridges. Bridges. Pag abot sa linkages, mauni siya tong mga kapit nimo, mga kaila nimo, nga mga unsay tawag ani backer or something ingon ana. So maunay ginatawag nga linkages. So that is one side of social capital. Okay? So the internet and civic engagement. So what is civic engagement? When we talk about civic engagement, it pertains to the work or activities of an individual or group of people. Okay, for example, kanang mga sa may mga ano no kanang mga na 'di ba as a society or as a person na atay mga ginatawag ng mga grupo-grupo, and then that groups kay mag-volunteer sila, tree planting, mao na ginatawag ng civic engagement. For example, ang NSTP class. So si ang NSTP class ah nag-outreach program or nanghatag baka silang mga ayuda dito sa mga suok-suok. So that is what we call civic engagement. Okay? So what is internet civic engagement? So dili lang pud ang civic engagement is dili lang siya limited only sa interpersonal communication, no? But also we also have here internet civic engagement. Pwede pud siya day ma-online. So civic engagement and internet is several single or cluster commotion talking about civic issue as well as working with the help of each, whether the action are related to politics or not with regards and using the internet. So sa internet civic engagement, it is very prone karon no sa ato sa Facebook. We have kana bitong mga groups of people there nga kanang naa sila'y murag grupo something, and then naapod sila mga advocate or naa sila mga advokasya, no? And for example, kanang 'di ba naay kanang na ay mag-post din ha something kanang mga dog pound. And then nagapangayo si 'di ba nagapangayo sila something, nag-raise sila og mga fans kay para ilahang say tawag ani oy kanang sustain sa need sa mga ilahang na dog pound dito or mga iro, mga hayop, something ingon ana. So that is one way of internet civic engagement. Another way is that kanang mga societal issues or civic issues, no? Mga concerns sa karon sa mga tao. So dira sa internet, you can have civic engagement there in the internet if you provide something that or you comment something that is useful. Kana pong naapoy pulos, dili nang puros pambash na lang ka, puros pandaot na lang ka, but then, ang imuhang gina-comment dito or something nga imuhang mahatag nga post into the internet is kanang engaging. Kana bitawng naapoy makutlo ang mga tao nga makabasa ato. So when we talk about politics, so naapod no, naapoy mga internet civic engagement when it comes to politics. It is because in using internet, one way of expressing kana bitong pag ano nila ang sa mga politiko karon kana bitong ilang pagpangampanya is ginasulod na nila sa internet something. So there are times no na as a voters or as a Filipino citizen, we are very concerned with regards to that kana bitong basahon jud nato, mag-research jud ta, dig into deeper kung kinsa ang mga politician nga kana bitong um deserve sa imuhang boto. So magkaroon ka og internet civic engagement when you provide something nga kanang when we talk about politics, when you provide something that is kana bitawng useful nga mga message dito comments ka something mga message nga kanang makatabang pud sa isa ka botante nga makapamili siya og kanang iboto nga politiko nga tarong. Oh, kanang something ingon ana. So you can have that internet civic engagement. So in civic engagement, you are involving yourself to the community face to face or directly, unlike in the internet. You are participating with the use of online connection and not a personal connection. Okay? So when we talk about civic engagement nga katong interpersonal civic engagement. So ang interpersonal civic engagement, just like for example katong ingon nako kagay na tree planting or outreach program. So, pwede dili man ka maka-tree planting no nga by the use of internet. So, face to face gyud na siya directly. So, pag moingon po kag internet civic engagement, you are participating online. You're using online connection and not a personal connection. That is the difference between civic engagement ug ang katong internet civic engagement. But then the purpose of these two is both have the ability to express the people feeling and thought, and the people can participate or involve themselves to the community. So mao gyapon. Isa lang, although lahi sila kay ang isa face-to-face man nga involvement sa community, ang uban kay kanang internet lang man, although kanang ilahang goal, isa lang ilahang goal is to participate and involve themselves to the community. Ang goal nila is ang makatabang rapod sa community or komunidad. So we also have here types of civic engagement. So number one, we have the direct service. We also have community research. And we have advocacy and education. We also have capability building and political involvement, socially responsible personal and professional behavior, philanthropic. And then, okay, that's mo to siya ang types of civic engagement. So, first one, we have direct service. So, when we talk about direct service, it offer your individual effort, vitality, and time to speak and express your thought to help and provide the needs of the community. So, when we talk about effort, nung kato akong giingon, for example, bayanihan, tree planting. So naa na yung mga effort no, community service, nanilig mo dira sa palengke kay hugaw kay sangatanan. So that is effort. Naghatag ka og kusog jud. So mao na ginatawag nato nga direct service. Diba? Nag-effort ka, nagtulo kag singot didto niadto jud ka mismo. That is direct service. Community research, when we talk about community research, it is also type of civic engagement ang community research. Although naga-research lang ka, makatabang man na siya ang research good. So this type of civic engagement focuses on discovering the probable assets, challenges, and social problem in the community, as well as in the coming up with solution to current problem. So although kanang mga researcher kay gaadto na sila din sa inyuhang mga barangay, they do some interview something ana, but then kanang ilahang pag-adto din pag-interview madako kay na siya tabang pod. Okay, so just like for example no sa kanang mga research nga ato ang naano is ang um kanang challenges of the IP community. So kapag nabalaan na nato kung unsa man day mga challenges di ay sa mga IP community, pag na-analyze na nato na siya and then na test. And then, naatay ginatawag din nga conclusion, naadayon tay ginatawag nga recommendation. So dito no sa kanang sa conclusion makonclude na to nganong naglisod man ning mga IP unsa man ang hinungdan ani. So unsa man ang dapat nga mga intervention nga dapat natong himuon ani sa ilaha. So ingon ana. So dako na siyang tabang sa isa ka community to prosper. Okay? So everything that is everything that we manifest here, just like technology, just like sa unsa pa man din this is the product of research. Okay, for example sa medicine, kung wala nag-research wala tay mainom nga mga tambal. 'di ba? So ingon ana ka importante ang research. So that is type of civic engagement ang pag-research nimo sa mga problema sa usa ka mga problema sa usa ka taong or sa isa ka barangay, mga problema ana and then natagaan nato na siyang solusyon through that researching. So that is type of civic engagement already. So we also have your advocacy and education. So it involves implementation of different ways to persuade the government or the decision of the corporate to make a decision that the entire civic will benefits. So sa advocacy and education, so for example kanang mudagan ka siguro sa politics and then you have that advocacy sa education nga kanang gusto nimo nga ang mag-graduate kay mga kuan jud, mga globally competent jud. So ingon ana no, so pwede nimo gamiton ang imong posisyon sa as politician nga i-endorse din ha as a senate or sa um tawag ani sa lower house kaning sa House of Representative ang mga balaod nga maka-uplift sa education sa Philippines. So that is one way of civic engagement when it comes to advocacy and education. So another one is ang capability building, no? The help and participation of the different sector in the community that develop or create new capitals that will be used to find solution and come up to an precise answer to the specific problems and to make community become better. So, ang capability building is we're talking here the different sector of our society. So, from the sector of farmers, from the sector of unsa pa man din na nga mga sektor, uh, kana bitong sector sa kanang si tawag ani oy kanang mga sektor sa mga motor, mga transportation, di ba? So, sa ilahang mga sektor kapag sila no kana sila mismo kay nag-ano sila kumbaga pa nagsama-sama sila and then um they create something that is kana bitawng useful sa isa ka society or just something dira sa inyong bataan ang farmers dinhaa ang mga growers usa pa na dinhaa nga mga kuano mga sector no for example farmers growers or katong mga transportation transportation sector nagsama-sama sila and then nakakita sila nga ay kani jud ang problema diri sa inyong bataan nganong ingon ani siya nganong dili siya mag-prosper so something yun ana nag-uban-uban sila and then they develop something na kanang useful or they find solution to the problem that is present in the new bataan and then they use that problem and of course they use the problem or they use that solution to the betterment of the community which is the new bataan so that is what we call capability building. Okay, nag-uban-uban ang different na sector and then nangita sila or for example nakakita yun sila problema din ha mao man jud ni problema diri so nya naka-develop sila og solution ana so kana nga solution nga ilahang nabuhat is maka-benefit ang tibuok community right dili lang ang ilahang mga sektor so kato siya ang ilahang panaghiusa ato and then pag-develop ato nga solution sa problema nga ilahang nakita that is one way or that is one example of capability building. So we also have your political involvement. So it concerns the involvement of person and political activities such as participating in campaign and voting the right person to serve the people. So ang isa di ay nga type of civic engagement is kaning ato ang political involvement. So kapag nag-indulge ta into politics, for example, nangialam ta, namili ta og botohan, so that is example of civic engagement. Naa na kay civic engagement ana kapag kumbaga pa namili kang politiko, it is because sa imuhang pagpili man good for casting your vote and then when it comes that your politician nga imong gipili is mauna na siya ang muling ko dinhaa so kumbaga pa ang boto mo ay nakapaghatid ng pagbabago or something ingon ana. So if you want change then pwede ka mo boto or mupili ka og politiko. So your involvement into politics is one type of civic engagement, or you are engaging civically. Kay ang imong boto dili man ikaw makinabang ana kundi makinabang man ang uban. Once nga ang imong politiko nga gipili is karapat dapat pud siya dinhaa sa posisyon. So we also have your socially responsible personal and professional behavior. So being responsible in all the time on whatever you are doing, your action must always and ethical regardless if it is personal or professional life. So when you are a person that is responsible enough, regardless of your katayuan sa buhay, whether if you are professional or dili, basta kay responsible ka, tarong kag pamatasan, wala ka dili ka kumbaga pa dili ka salot ng lipunan, so you are ah isa na siya sa imong civic engagement. Kay ang imong pagkatarong is daghan man ang mag-benefit ana. So while in the other hand no, kapag dili ka tarong, so mahimo kang labad, naglabad ang isa ka society sa imuha, kay kuan ka kanang pasaway ka dinha sa inyo. So wala kay civic engagement. Ang imong engagement kay nagkatibulaag hinuon ang society or naglagot ang society sa imuha or nahimo kang samok sa ilaha. Imbis nga makahuna-huna silang tarong dili kay samok ka. So ingon ana no. Pero if you are vice versa no, if you are responsible, wala ka nakakos og mga kagubot dira sa imong sosyedad, so naa kay civic engagement into a positive way. So we also have here philanthropic. So philanthropic, they are volunteers to the project of the government or non-government organization to raise fund and donate something to the people of the community. So kaning mga philanthropic, so we are talking here katong mga milyonaryo nga mga tao or bisag dili ka milyonaryo basta kay nagadonate ka, regularly ka nagadonate, oh, di ba? Kanang for example, kay kwarta ni hatag ka sa kanang mga cancer patient or else sige kag kanang hatag sa mga nagalisod, nagadonate kag mga pagkaon, mga bugas or something ana. So that is philanthropic way. Philanthropic is naga-pertain lang ni siya sa isa ka tawo no dili ni siya group. For example, naaman tay mga philanthropo dinhi sila kuan LYR kana no sila no nagahatag man ng kana si Larry nagahatag man na siya og mga kuan mga ayuda bisan pag dili sila politiko, wala sila sa politics, nagahatag na sila. So that is what we call philanthropic act basta mapagbigay ka something ana. So that is type of civic engagement. So we also have civic engagement when it comes to organization. So kani siya, we're talking her organization. So number one is ang Philippine Red Cross. We also have Gawad Kalinga. So mao ni siya ang mga organization nga nagahatag og civic engagement ha. We also have Greenpeace Philippines and okay, maoro to siya tulo. So sa Philippine Red Cross, the purpose of this organization is to help and serve the people on their various offered services all over the Philippines. So, ang ilahang ginal-offer is ang mga bloodletting. So, for example, si Philippine Red Cross, no, dako po siya natabang sa komunidad. For example, ma-hospital ka, wala gusto kag dugo, or nag-request og dugo ang doktor, so mudagan ka sa Philippine Red Cross. Magkuha ka dito og blood sa ilahang blood bank. Mag-request ka dito og dugo para gamiton sa hospital to save life. And of course, they also managing disaster, no? Ang Philippine Red Cross, kaya naani sila, kabalo ni sila sa mga first aid. They also extend that learning into the other groups of people. For example, sa mga student, naga-extend po na sila din o naga-train na sila ha. And then, naa sila yung mga youth services. Okay, ginatawag na to. And then, when it comes to disaster, na bagyo, na mga calamity, si Philippine Red Cross kay naagyapon sila. So, that is part of civic engagement. Okay, so we also have here Gawad Kalinga. So, the goal is to eliminate the shortage and at least provide some basically need of family as well as re-establishing the trust and dignity of the poor people. So sa Gawad Kalinga, they provide at least kanang mga basic needs of families no, bugas, sa paman mga basic tubig, sabon kanang mga yun ana no. And then they also build houses. for those people nga mga fortunate or katong mga kuan, what do you call that one, kanang mga nabagyuhan, di ba, nagahatag pud na sila, mao nay sila ang mga organization nga naga-indulge into civic engagement. And then we also have here Greenpeace Philippines. So sa Greenpeace Philippines, one of the volunteer organization in the Philippines which is very active in doing some stuff for the environment. So their main crusade are to stop climate change and preserve the environment to have a better place to live in. So si Greenpeace Philippines, sila tong mga advocate nga kanang dili ta mamutulog kahoy, magtanom ta og kahoy, kung magputol tag isa dapat 10 ang imuhang itanom. So sila ang mga advocate ani. So, di ba? Sa ilahang advokasya, dili lang kay isa ka tao or duha ka tao ang makapahimulos or sila lang organization ang makapahimulos, kundi tanan ta nga naa dinhi sa kalibutan. So that is what we called a civic engagement organization. These are the examples. So, we have here the impacts and importance of civic engagement. So, may mga impact ani sa atong society or sa impact ani sa ato ang kalibutan. And what is also the importance of this in our society or community. So, a community that has a greater level of civic engagement has a better sagacity of society, lower the rate of crimes, and has a good leadership. Of course, this is true. It is because if all people is civically engaged into each other, no, into a brighter future, dili na ka makahuna-hunag pangawat siguro kay guna-huna man ka into your moral, your ethical, so di ka makapangawat, di ka makahuna-hunag patay og tao, something na dili ka maka-rape kay into kuan man ka, advocate man ka into betterness, di ba? Kanang tao nga naga-indulge sa civic engagement kay for betterness man ang ilahang goal. So dili ka maka-indulge into crimes, di ba? So therefore the people of the community would be happy and healthy. So mao na siya ang ihang result. Lot of people benefit from the civic engagement because there's a possibility that will help to develop their social interaction, that will bring the people with the organization to work together and carry all encouraging norms. It can able to develop and improve their skills, and soon they might realize their real passion. So this is very important, no, as a student, as a unsa na siya kanang hope of tomorrow. According to Jose Rizal, it is very important as a youth of today's generation to engage into different civic engagement. Okay? For you to become a good leader someday, for you to kana bitawng dili bitaw ka ma into negative nga kanang mahimong kuan sa society, kanang mahimo na hinuong labad sa society. So when you indulge yourself into civic engagement, your horizon can be broader. Kanang makita nimo nga, okay, mas nindot daay ni siya, mas nindot daay nga ingon ani kontra sa ingon ani ang buhaton. So you are more into the good term when it comes to when it comes to the society, no, naa ka sa mga good side. So there are tendency that your personality could be developed, no, into a good leader someday, or and of course to become a role model to the generation next to you. So that is very important, no, as a youth of today to engage into different civic engagement. Okay, so that's all our lesson, or the last lesson that we have before our midterm examination. So once again, good evening.